students. Now we are going to discuss the different barriers that affects individuals' perception or perceptual accuracy in this first part. And in this second part, we are going to see how to achieve the accuracy in perception. So now let's start. Part 1, barriers to perceptual accuracy. The analysis of perceptual process indicates that the perception is a complex process and it is influenced by a number of factors. Added to this, cognitive process plays a vital role in interpreting the information. Since human nature is complex, they cannot be objective regarding their judgment, where environment is involved and number of other factors, objects and situations hinder out judgment about the other people. These hindering factors are also known as barriers to perceptual accuracy. Now let us see the parameters and factors that will be barriers affecting individual accuracy. Now parameter number 1, stereotyping. We normally tend to classify or categorize people and events into already known or perceived categories. Such tendency termed as stereotyping. We have certain pre-established categories with certain characteristics and attributes based on the occupation or professional characteristic. For an example, we approach doctors, judges, teachers with the most positive and obedience attributes, whereas policemen with fear and submissive attributes. And when a drug addict or an alcoholic approaches us, we perceive them most negatively. At broader level, another example can be like there are Americans, Indian, Britishers and Africans. Now we are discussing parameter number 2, which is halo effect. Halo effect is the tendency of perceiving a person or object or situation on the basis of a single trait or characteristic. For example, employee Y of Industrial Financial Corporation attends the office on time every day, while all other colleagues attend the office at least 15 minutes late. But with this employee Y, he is not efficient in the job performance, but manager of the branch rank his performance at the best simply based on the punctuality in coming to the office. So the halo effect is likely to be related to our own self-image. So the manager who are also technically competent would view his or her subordinate more favorably who are technically competent other than those who are not. Now we are going to discuss parameter number 3, selective perception. Now selective perception is to single out certain aspect of the environment due to defense mechanism and other human limitation. Selective perception is also due to the reinforcement of values and beliefs. Normally we observe that the production manager perceives the organizational problem from the point of view of production, then while the marketing manager perceives the same problem from the point of view of marketing activities. So the selection perception hinders us to analyze the problem from multidimensional and comprehensive view. Hence we fail to perceive the total environment from the multidimensional point of view. So for an example, Chief Marketing Manager of a Global Export Limited had been very much concerned with the export to the Middle East. He organized a meeting of the all general managers of marketing department. He discussed all the issues with the general manager who was in charge for the Middle East, ignoring all other general managers. This situation is due to selective perception. So now moving towards parameter number 4, first impression error. So in this, individual plays a good deal of importance for the first impression. First impression are lasting impression. We tend to remember what we perceive first about the person, and sometimes we are quite reluctant to change our initial impression. So first impression error means tendency to form lasting opinion about individual based on the initial perception. So primacy effects can be particularly dangerous in interviews, given that we form first impression quickly and this impression may be basis for the long-term employment relationship. Now we are moving towards parameter number 5, similar to me effect. Here the name itself is telling that people tend to perceive others similar to them when others have one or few characteristics similar to them. This characteristic includes work habits, values, belief, intelligence, skill, demographic factors and like that. Now moving towards parameter number 6, projection bias. Some people believe that others also view, imagine, behave and act in the same manner as they do under similar situation or circumstances. Thus they defend their views, beliefs, behavior and action, and this bias is called as projection bias and hinders in perceiving the accuracy. So the superior who is hard worker assign the same character of the hardworking to his subordinates in the appraising them. So the American superior assign punctuality to their subordinates, while the Japanese boss assign the character of working together to their subordinate in appraising their performance, while projection takes place when one's own personal attributes are assigned to others. Now moving towards parameter number 7, which is called as recency effect. So people normally remember the recent events, happenings and information and perceive the things, people and events based on the recent remembrance. Thus they ignore the total information or events that should have been taken in the perceiving. Therefore, perceiving the things based on the recent remembrance hinders from the perceiving accurately. So, as of in the part of the presentation, we have seen the different barriers in the accurate perception. So now, what is the solution to overcome these barriers that we are going to discuss in the next part. Now let us understand how to perceive accurately. Number 1, knowing oneself more accurately. Number 2, assessing and knowing the others more exactly. Number 3, being empathetic. Number 4, having positive attitudes. Number 5, enhancing one's self-concept. Number 6, taking a conscious efforts to reduce the perceptual barriers. Number 7, open and two-way communication with the employees. Number 8, develop the habit of analyzing the incidents, people, objects from the multidimensional point of view. Point number 9, get complete information from the multi sources regarding an object, incident and a person, and then organize, interpret and perceive based on the data. Number 10, be in the adult ego state so that you would be rational decision maker. It does mean that your internal factors would be in control. And lastly, avoid other perceptual distortion that bias our perception. We hope that this information gives you a clear idea about the different dimensions of perception. Thank you so much.